Today we're going to make a German apple cake. I have 4 small apples that are sitting over here soaking in club soda. I've peeled them and then I'm going to cut them shortly, but they're in club soda to keep them from browning, oxidizing. You can do this with lemon juice, club soda, tonic water, seltzer water. There are all kinds of ways. I had club soda, so that's what I'm using. In my mixing bowl, I have a stick of butter that is at room temperature, and I'm going to add 2/3 cup of sugar. I'm going to... So I'm going to turn this on low to start to get it incorporated, and then we'll turn it up high to get it light and fluffy. This will take a couple minutes. In the meantime, I have a springform pan that I have put pan grease in, and that's another video if you'd like to watch it. And then I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So once we have put it all together, this will be about an hour in the oven. So now I'm gonna turn it up high. And we are light and fluffy. Now I'm going to add 3 eggs that are room temperature. This is important, the room temperature part. I'm going to scrape down the sides because my sugar and butter are stuck and they are not incorporating with the eggs. So just scrape down the sides like that. And start again. Back down to low, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 3 tablespoons of sour cream. Now, this last part we're going to do by hand. These are all our wet ingredients. So now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cake flour, which is just, mine is 1.5 tablespoons of corn starch mixed with, and then filling up the cup until it's a 1.5 cups measure. So for every cup, it's 1 tablespoon of cornstarch added to it. And then I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to fold those in. And when you look at a recipe and it says fold, it really means stir by hand. It's not folding like you fold laundry. So there's our batter. Nice and pretty. Now I'm going to pour it into my springform pan. Then I'm going to take my offset spatula and I'm going to make sure that it's level and in all the corners before we cut our apples. So there is that. Now we're gonna clean up the mess and come back and cut apples. Okay, so the fun part of this, if you have watched my Hasselback potato video, we're gonna cut the apples in a Hasselback style. So what I'm gonna do, I have my chopsticks here. I'm gonna put my apple down. I'm gonna hold the chopsticks in place and cut so that we just slice into the apples. And then we're going to lay them directly on our cake batter. So the fun thing about this cake is if you have bigger apples, you can cut them into quarters and do this the same way. Since I only had small, I went with I just halved them. Just make sure that you get the core out of the way because you don't want the core. That's not yummy to eat. And as this cake bakes, some of the dough will come up over the sides of the apples and it'll make it look like a little peekaboo of apples. So we're gonna finish cutting the apples and then we'll be ready to bake. So our German apple cake is ready to go in the oven. It's 350 degrees for an hour and then we'll be back. So my German apple cake took about 51 minutes, so not the full hour. And all I did was take a cake tester and stick it in the middle and make sure it came out clean, and then I know it's ready. It's been sitting on our counter for about 30 minutes, so now I'm going to remove the spring form part of it. And there's our cake. And the final thing to do before serving is just sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on top. And there you have it.